Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to another Checking In with the Lynn Project. This is a very, very exciting one. Our special guest, Tim Pruitt, will be with us very shortly. I'm so excited to share him with you guys. This is actually his second appearance on my channel. He had his first appearance back a few months ago. Actually, probably more than a few months ago. Probably more like almost a year ago, but it was awesome. We had a lot of fun, and I was just mind blown by how amazing Tim Pruitt is and all of the knowledge he has to share with all of us. So I'm excited to share all of that with you guys. And if you have any questions about nature or animals, or I don't know, he'll go more into all the things that he knows, but pretty much anything Tim has all the answers to. So I'm excited to just pick his brain and have a good time and make some drinks together. I actually have come up with two drinks tonight. So one is a Tim Pruitt inspired moonshine. It's Tim. I spent way too much money at the liquor store tonight, so I couldn't decide what to do. So I got some assistance and I found this apple pie moonshine, which sounded delicious because apple pie everything. Need I say more? And then I am going to mix it with some amaretto and a couple dashes of bitters that I forgot over there. So I'm going to go grab those in 1 second. And it's going to be our play on like a Tennessee moonshine old fashioned. And then I had a backup plan in case that turned out disgusting. I got some peanut butter whiskey. What? Yes, it's a thing. So I got peanut butter whiskey, and then we have our knockoff Chambord, and we're going to make hillbilly peanut butter jelly shots, and that's what we're going to do too. So we're actually getting a 2-for-1 deal, Tim Pruitt style, drink extraordinaire extravaganza, all of the things. Let me say hi to everybody in chat. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Thursday evening. Mike Wheeler, welcome in. Hippo chair spin for the win. We got to get this in. So I am wearing my princess skirt today. So I gotta tuck it like Mulan warrior style to do the hippo chair spin tonight. So ready, set, let's start this off right. Hippo chair spin. Mike Wheeler, I love you. Sending prayers. You're an amazing human. You're my superhero. Ready, set, wee! Oh, that was so enthusiastic. I almost did 2 spins. That was very, very good. Just so you know, Mike. Tim Pruitt, second in chat. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hippo chair spin, more hippo chair spins. I love it. Jonathan Chung, welcome in. Pass holder pair, Mike and Val, welcome in. Meredith Mayberry, welcome in. Richard, the Orlando guy, apple pie, everything equals apple pie with melted cheese. Oh, I need to try that. I've heard things. I've heard good things about this combination, and it's like two of some of my favorite things. So I'm gonna have to try that. I'll put cheese on anything. I will pretty much put cheese on anything. So, you know. Sebastian the Crab, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Triple P, Josh and Britt, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Shelly Starwalker, love you so, Michigan. My Michigander friend Tina McNeil, welcome in. And thank you to all of my shining stars in chat that are lit up. We're in purple now. I love that. And it's amazing. I appreciate your extra support. It helps me do the things that I'm doing a little bit more. And the Character Warehouse is not cheap. And I like to go there way too often. And also Disney. So I appreciate you guys so much. And on that note, I was at the Character Warehouse today. So if you guys didn't see, if you're not following me on Instagram, please check out my Instagram because I post way more in there than you'll ever get up to date, super like here and now on YouTube. It's going to happen on Instagram. I like to post on my story. I'm doing a lot better on my story, trying to post every day now. So Darky Carol, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yes, Tim will be here with us very, very shortly. Just doing a couple quick updates with you guys before we jump in to the awesomeness that is our guest, Tim the Bear Pruitt. So yes, I will be editing that tonight, and I will have the Character Warehouse updates tomorrow for you. Richard, the Orlando guy with the hippo chair spin, $10 super sticker. I love that hippo so much. I don't know why. I think the hippo is my spirit animal, really. I mean, I'm not that aggressive because hippos are actually aggressive, but not this hippo. The hippo that spins in chairs is not aggressive. And here's a hippo chair spin for Richard. Thank you for the super sticker. Ready, set, wee! I'm trying to work on my counterclockwise spins. That's why it wasn't super speed mode. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. The more the merrier. The more I do it, the better it's going to get. So I just got to remember to go. You guys got to remind me to go counterclockwise. Dance Electric JC, welcome in. Hope you're doing good on your 5 runs this week, my friend. Dean, follow the happy, welcome in. Dean will be going live 15 minutes after I am done here on Instagram. And yes, so I have things going on. I have lots of things I'm going to edit. I didn't get as much done this week as I had wanted to, but it will get done. And I think that after the Character Warehouse vlog, I think I might put up a room tour of one of the Good Neighbor resorts that are in Disney Springs that I stayed at. I have 2 room tours to edit and upload and share with you guys. So that should be something, just like a little quick snippet to see what there is to offer outside of the actual on-property resorts. And then I'm working on my script for the Disney Bound video. It was kind of a Disney Bound today. This is not part of the video, but this is part of the skirt, the dress. It's twirly, it's flowy, it has movement. All right, that's enough of that. But I had fun wearing it. I have another one for the video, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. So keep an eye out for that. I totally shifted how I wanted to do it. So I'm working on the script and doing voiceover and all of that stuff. So just got to figure out exactly how I want to do it. Kind of like inspiration from Orlando guy, taking a couple notes from his book. Noel Bobo, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Happy Thursday. So yeah, 2 other things I wanted to share really quick before we get to our awesome guest who is patiently waiting. Character Warehouse find. You guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you know Josh sent me that there is going to be a 50th anniversary license plate. I bought it and the payment went through. So I think that means enough people signed up, and I just got this license plate cover for $10.99, originally $25. And I am beyond pumped about putting this on my car. I love it. I love it so much. Just those adventures. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And then the other thing I want to share with you, just because I think it's really cool and it hasn't been there ever when I was there, but I got a new mug. Shocker. Disney fanatics unite with coffee mugs. So this was only $3. It is the Food and Wine Festival 2020. I wasn't there, but I really like this mug a whole lot. It's very grippable. It's a good gripping glass, cup, mug, those things. So I'm really excited about it. I think that's about everything. That's about all the updates. So thank goodness we have a guest today, because otherwise the show would be over in 10 minutes. Without further ado, I would like to welcome my very special guest, my awesome friend, Tim the Bear Pruitt. Welcome in.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I've had therapy, so if I don't get up and move around much, you'll know why. I'm stiff and sore.
That's all right. All you have to do is sit in a chair tonight and drink some whiskey or bourbon.
That was a very nice first chair spin, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna do a double there for a minute. You really had
it.
that one going.
I stopped myself. I wasn't sure. I might have made it, but I
Yeah,
wasn't sure. It's great.
it
I'm
could have
very
been that.
excited.
Could have been that Mulan skirt tuck. It might have been the
Yeah,
trick.
exactly. I just needed to channel my inner Mulan, and then the ninja chair moves were just coming out. I didn't even know.
Hey everybody! I see a lot of highs and
Yeah, everyone's welcome.
Noah and Passover Repair and Jonathan and all the guys that people that usually say hi. So I
Yeah,
appreciate that. Thanks for being here. And
yeah.
thanks Lynn for inviting me on again. She
It's
had me once and she didn't learn, so she had me on again. So
stop
who
it.
knew?
No, I'm so happy that you said yes. I had so much fun the first time. Welcome in Movie Meet and Nick and Just Noah's Adventures. I don't remember if I said hi to you. Hello. The first time that you came on you filled in for Josh for me on Coffee and Contemplation.
Yep.
And I think it was your first time ever live streaming, right?
It was my first time ever on live camera, at least at this kind of thing. I may have done a Zoom type stream at work once upon a time, but that was the first time I did it like this.
Yeah, you were awesome. Yeah,
Well, I appreciate that.
you did
I
so
think I might
great.
not have been quite so awesome, but
No, you were.
you may be too kind.
No, I'm not as nice as you think I am, and I'm being honest. I'm being honest, 100%
Okay.
honesty. Chris Blue Nose, welcome in, our mutual friend, Chris. Thank you for being
Hey,
here.
Chris.
No, so it was just awesome because I learned so much about you that I literally had no idea. And I remember I was very quiet for a lot of that stream, which we all know doesn't happen too often.
That could be because I was just talking too much.
No, you had so much to share and so much to say, and it was so interesting. So I look forward to everything that you have to share with us tonight because anything you're saying, Tim, I'm listening. And when I don't talk, it's because I probably don't know what you're talking about. So I need to absorb it so I can just be all the wiser for it. So anything you say, I'm going to soak it all in. Just don't feed me too much BS. I already got the whole blonde thing going for me. So make sure we keep this mostly to facts. When I go
No worries.
spit it to my friends tomorrow, spouting facts about raccoons or whatever, that I'm speaking the truth. Okay. Will you hold me to that?
I'll hold you that. Well, what I told you earlier, I said, if you can't dazzle with oh, I lost my whole train of thought there. Can't dazzle them with brilliance. You can always baffle them with BS, but I'm not that good a BSer. So,
no,
I mean, I probably can if I really put my mind to it. I come from a long line of BSers, but
you don't need the BS. You got all the facts. Jenny, JLB Nerdy, welcome in. Thank you so much. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot one more update. Can I say one more update?
Certainly.
Actually, two. I lied. I'm lying. I have two.
Okay, folks. Nice seeing you all. I'll be back next time.
No. It'll be 2 seconds.
I'm kidding.
So I do have very, very exciting news. I haven't paid the money yet, but I am officially booked and registered and going to run the Space Coast Half Marathon with Jenny and my friend Mallory. We're all running the Space Coast Marathon in the end of November. I'm so pumped about it. And then we're going to go to Disney afterwards, and I cannot wait. I'm beyond excited. And then I just found out today that the Color Run 5K in Fort Lauderdale that I was supposed to run last year that got canceled and I paid for, that they already have me a spot saved, and I will be running that. That will be my first live in-person running event since Princess of 2020. So in like a little over a year. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I can't wait. I can't wait to get all messy with color dust and all the things. So that was
is that like like they do in India where they throw all the powdered? No, it's not that, is it? You know what I'm
I
talking
don't know.
about?
Nope, I don't.
I'll have to look that up. I just
I'm
know they
not
do
as
it.
cultured as you, Tim. I don't
Yeah.
know all the things.
For a hick, I'm pretty not that bad. I know a few things for a hick, and for a hillbilly, I get out. I read a lot of encyclopedia when I was in school.
Oh,
That's where I spent my time in the library reading encyclopedias. So
it's paid off.
That's why this head's full of trivial stuff most people don't want to know about.
It is so full of so much awesome information. Let me see. I missed somebody. Triple P, Britt, welcome in. Can't wait to see you guys. Happily ever Yadi, welcome in. Yadi?
Yachty.
Yadi?
Yachty.
Yadi, 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 yadi,
Like
yadi.
yada, right.
All right. You know that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're just bopping all over the place.
Well, she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I thought it was. And she might corrected that the other day.
Happily
so
ever Yadi. Is that how we say it? Please let me know. If not, give me hooked on phonics. The color rounds are where they throw colored powder at you at certain points. Yeah, they throw colored powder.
That's what I was talking about. They do that in India on a large scale.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the occasion is, but Britt knows what I'm talking about.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. Yeah. I want to get covered with all of the colors. It's going to be a lot of fun. Richard says, topic for an upcoming Adults in Disney episode: reviews of the best restaurants. Victoria and Albert's, California Grill, Artist Point. Yes, it's on our list, Richard. It is on our list. Our list is, Noel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we have 30 plus topics on our new show, Adults in Disney 101, with me and Noel every other Sunday. And not this Sunday, but next Sunday, we'll be covering our favorite lounges kind of ranked. Just the best things about the different lounges and why you should go to this one and not that one, or all of those things. JNN Travels, welcome in. Triple P. I've thrown colored smoke to an area and ran really fast in the opposite direction.
Yeah, probably for a different reason.
Yeah. I'm not running from anything. I'm just running for a 5K.
Did you say I'm not going to interrupt you anymore, but did you say the Space Coast was a marathon or a half marathon?
It's both, but
okay.
I'm going to be doing me, Jenny B, and Noel. We're all, or not Noel, my friend Mallory. I'm getting my friends mixed up. Sorry, guys. I love you all. We're going to be running the half marathon, and it's going to be mine and Mallory's first ever half marathon.
Well, I didn't think you'd run a full marathon yet. That's why I was wondering.
No, I'm not there yet. Maybe next year.
Maybe.
2022. Let's shoot for that. Let's not get our too high hopes. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about you. Let's get to know you. Let's let the folks that don't know you a little bit better. Kind of like what we did before when you were on the very first time for Coffee and Contemplation. What's your background? Where are you from? Do you have kids? All that kind of stuff. Give us the synopsis, like the Tim Pruitt quick bio.
Okay.
Yeah. Go for
it.
You
can just cut me off when I go too long. So
You're good.
No, I'm originally from Upper East Tennessee. I grew up in the mountains of East Tennessee. Hopped around a little bit up there when I was younger. I'm in Knoxville now, which is still East Tennessee, but it's not what we call Upper East Tennessee. This is a little flatter. We're in the valley here. Lived in Nashville for almost 20 years. Right out of high school, I moved to Florida and lived for a couple of years going to school at Daytona Beach at a place called Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, which is a big university now. Back then, it was some T hangars and some buildings where they taught flight training. It wasn't much to it back then. I am 64 as of last Sunday, so
no way.
I've got a few years. Really? Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Happy birthday to
Tim Pruitt,
you guys. Oh, stop it. Tim the Gummy Bear.
That's why
Mike Wheeler.
Mike calls me Gummy Bear. But no, I grew up a poor boy in a lone country back in the holler.
Are we writing a novel right now? What was that?
No, I did grow up pretty much rural in the rural part of the state, and my parents were both from big families, and I think my dad had 8 brothers and sisters. My mom had 9, I think.
Wow.
I just have me and my brother, so. But I graduated high school. Go ahead.
Hi, Cody. Hi, Amy. Thank you for being here. Sorry,
I went off to school in Florida, like I said, to get my A&P license. I worked on airplanes for about 20 years, and that was where I spent most of actually that's what I spent most of my high school years doing too. I had some friends that were in aviation and were teaching me to fly and working on airplanes. That's what got me into that line of work.
That's so cool.
I helped this old guy that used to be up in a little airport in Johnson City, Tennessee, who rebuilt antique airplanes, and I helped him put a couple together, and that kind of hooked me. And
I bet
we did that, and then I went down there, and then I didn't get to really work on antique stuff much after that. I was mostly corporate jets and turboprops and that sort of thing.
Do you miss it?
Sometimes. I mean, I still like airplanes. I still like aviation. I'm really into aviation history. I wish I had finished getting all my pilot stuff. I didn't. A friend of mine was probably the best pilot I ever actually knew, was a good friend of mine, and he was teaching me to fly. But unfortunately, we got separated in the middle of stuff, and then he unfortunately passed away a few years ago. So I've not been able to do that, and I probably won't now. But it was fun. It was fun with him. He was a really good guy. But I got all that kind of came to an abrupt end in '93. I got laid off. And we got bought out by corporate raiders, if you will. We had a pretty big company, but we got bought out and they shut us down. And I decided rather than stay in that business, which was getting kind of crazy at the time, mostly contractors and people just didn't seem very stable.
Right.
I'd always wanted to go to college anyway. I never went to college. I had wanted to go to college at one time and to learn about natural resources and stuff. And people said, no, there's no work in that. You can't get a job.
So I didn't. Laid off, did you go back to college?
I went back to college. Yeah, I went back to college. And
let me say hi to a couple people in chat really quick. James Ryan, welcome in. Donna Jaworski, Emily, thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome in. We're just getting a little backstory on Tim Pruitt right now, and then once we get up to, we're gonna finish the quick Tim biography, and then we're going to make a drink, and then we're gonna dive back in. And go back through the generations, the eras of all of the wisdom that Tim has to share.
I'll pick that up. So anyway, I went back to college. My kids were in high school, junior high and then high school, or middle school and then high school. And I got my bachelor's degree. Decided I needed to get a master's if I was going to actually get a decent job. So I went back and got my master's, got all that done, and then went to work. Do what?
I said, look at you, smarty pants.
Yeah, I would brag, but I hate to. I'm not that good at bragging. But I did well in college. I had a 4.0 for a long time and ended up graduating with honors. So, it all kind of worked out. I stayed local because my kids were in high school, and I ended up actually getting a job with a federal agency here that's based locally. And so I worked on public lands for the next 20. And here I am today. I had to retire a little bit early in 2019 because I was having problems with my back and some asthma issues, and it just became too much of the back problem actually started while I was working on airplanes. That's when I had an accident at work, and that got that started. It's been trailing me ever since. I can't seem to shake that, but that's where I am today. So,
And you had a back surgery too.
I did. I've had my initial back injury was my lower back.
Right.
I crushed some vertebra or whatever. I did not vertebra, but disc, and messed them up. And that's going to be an ongoing problem. But I actually had a pinched or a bone spur about halfway up my spine that jabbed into my spinal cord.
Ouch.
And when it happened, my whole lower half went numb. And
my goodness.
I was telling you earlier, for several months, I couldn't even walk. I was pretty much paralyzed, and from the waist down, at least one leg, my left leg mainly. And I had surgery in December. Yeah. They went in and relieved that pressure, cut that bone spur out. At least that's what they told me they did.
I'm sure that they did it.
I couldn't see it. But it worked. I could actually stand up a little bit the next day on that leg, which I hadn't been able to do in months. And
that's great.
So it's been a slow recovery. That's why I was in therapy today. I'm back. I'm in water therapy now. They've moved me up to that, and I'm slowly but surely getting my balance back and starting to walk. And
One
I can
day
walk
at a
with,
time.
I can walk with a cane for short distances and a walker, but it's killing me because I've ridden motorcycles since I was 14.
Yeah.
And my motorcycle's been parked for over a year now, and it's just driving me nuts.
Well, you know what? That's just inspiration. That's like what
I'm
you have
wanting to
to
get
work
back on.
forward to.
Yeah.
That and Disney and meeting up with friends.
That's exactly right. Disney's a big target on my map. I've got too many friends I want to meet now, and James Ryan has promised to meet me in front of the partner statue and shake my hand. So
I've heard that a couple times.
I've got to be there for that.
You have to. You can't stand them up. Don't stand them up.
No, I won't do that. I'm going to be there.
Hey, Alina. Hey, Stacy, my PAC. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out with me and Tim tonight. I think that for me, what I'm just going to say to you about that is that it's hard. It's going to be difficult and you're going to have setbacks, and we've talked about this before, but every single day, it's just literally one day at a time. That is how I do life. I suggest everyone else does it that way too, because when you try to just think about the future and where you should be and how further along you should be or where you're supposed to be, those aren't any relative facts in the matter. The fact is where you are today, and if you were a little bit better than yesterday or a little bit better than last month, if you need to, check in on that grander scale, you do those check-ins. And as far as I can see from what you've told me, I don't even know whose phone is ringing right now. That's not even my phone.
That might be the BS detector going off. No, wait a minute. I haven't been doing any.
Will someone open the door? I'll be right back. I apologize.
Okay, guys, I've taken over the show. Lynn, I made that call to get Lynn off the screen, so now it's my show. This will be the Tim Project.
Turn your phone off. Oh my goodness.
They're doing that on purpose.
I know they are. Welcome to my life. I'm sorry about that.
She came back, guys. Sorry.
Sorry, I wasn't gone long enough.
I was trying to pirate the show, but I didn't get away with it.
All right, how about we make a drink? Let's make a drink.
Go right ahead. Do that.
I'm definitely ready for one.
Yeah, I've already started, so go ahead.
Well, so have I. Full disclaimer, this is not my first. Full disclaimer, I'm only drinking on Thursdays now, so I look forward to it. I'm really, really excited about it. But this one is all for you, Tim. You gave me your list of things that you drink, and it was difficult for me.
Yeah. Well, I do drink a lot of straight whiskey, so neat and straight. But
yes. So it's very much so not the things that I drink. I need to add other things to stuff and dilute it. And what you drink is a little bit. I don't want any hair on my chest because
no, we don't either.
Laser hair removal. I don't know. It's just I don't need that. So
Sean wouldn't like that.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Space Zone Dave Cantrell, welcome in. Thank you for being here. So what I came up with was from the list of things you gave me, I put my own Lynn twist on it. So
okay.
So in lieu of this being a Tim Pruitt Tennessee drink, we have our moonshine. I got apple pie moonshine, and I'm not going to measure it because I didn't measure it the first time I made it because it comes out of a freaking mason jar.
That's right. It has to come out of a mason jar.
So I'm going to put this much.
Everybody thinks it comes out of a jug, but where I came from, it came out of a jar most of the time.
I don't know. It smells like a mix between grandma's apple pie and rubbing alcohol. Somewhere right in between those two things.
Sorry about that.
So it is 100 proof.
Well, that'll do good. That gets the job done.
That's absolutely
ridiculous.
There's
no need wasting time.
Lukey, will you hand me the bitters? Do you know what those are? It's a little jar next to the honey over there. It's a little next to the A1, actually. You guys are
Triple P,
lame.
I know you're listening. Tell me if you can see if you identify this sound.
A1. Never mind. Go upstairs. Love you, buddy.
Oh, I thought it was.
What was that?
That sound?
Yeah.
There was a cork coming out of my whiskey bottle.
Oh, nice. All right.
Oh, and I lost it. Where it went.
That means you have to drink it all.
I have to drink it all now. Oh, well. A friend of mine always said the cork's supposed to be thrown out anyway. It's not, you're not supposed to put it back in.
Don't start something you're not going to finish, Tim. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I could probably finish this one. It's getting really scary close to the end.
Yeah, you got this. All right, I'm going to put a couple dashes of bitters in there because this is my twist on like a Tennessee old fashioned. I don't know. I'm just trying to be creative.
Close enough.
With what I've got.
I'm going to try it. So
then to sweeten it up, instead of using the cherries and the oranges, because this is Tennessee old fashioned, so we're going to keep it like super simple. We're not messing with fruit. We're not going to get all whatever fancy. We're going to use amaretto to sweeten it. So I'm going to put
it's a little bit.
That much in there. I think it was like 2. This is in my mind. I think I put 2 ounces of moonshine and like 0.75 of amaretto. In my mind, that is the recipe.
That works.
So if you're watching on the replay, try that first. Make adjustments accordingly. And then I'm going to add ice, and I'm actually going to shake it because I got to be a little bit fancy. You know, gotta hold a little bit of street cred. Yeah, got 100 proof. I didn't really realize that until I made it. When I made it, that's when I realized.
When you made it.
All right, here we go. Shaking one-handed. All right, Tennessee style. Here we go. I got to finish this one first. And then I saved
one ice cube.
One big cube. Well, I don't have it. I'm going to have to pour it and then show you. So there's my cube. I'm going to pour it.
Big cube.
Amazon, those silicone trays, they're awesome. This is way bigger than the first one I made. So, all right, that's what happens when you have one and then you make another one and it's 100 proof.
Well, proportions change when you know, after you've had there you go.
That is dark.
Well, this one's not quite as dark, but here's to you.
Here, cheers to Tim. Whatever I did, it was good.
Well, good. I'm glad.
It was good. It turned out good. It's not so you don't need the sweetness because you're sweet enough, but I need to add more sugary stuff to 100 proof stuff. And this is like a good balance between all of it. I think the amaretto, Tina, I'm looking forward to it. I need some sleep because I haven't been sleeping lately.
I'm being encouraged here on the screen to finish my bottle tonight, I think.
Yeah, you got to finish your bottle. You
have I have to go buy another one.
Well, you know, just I don't know. What's that? Quick shop cart it. Just have them drop it off at your door.
They actually do that. I got a surprise bottle of scotch somewhere around here. My wife got me for my birthday, and she had it delivered. I didn't even know they do that. So it's not down here. I promised a friend of mine we'd wait and open that when he was here. So
well, you better wait then.
Yeah, because it was not cheap.
And Jenny, all I'm saying is simple is good about Tennessee. That's what I'm saying is this is delicious. And I didn't have to muddle anything. I really didn't have to shake it. I only shook it to look like a, just to validate my skills. I didn't have to. I could have just poured it over the ice cube and it would have been great. But this was very, very simple and absolutely delicious. Why are you hovering over me?
I'm going to watch you.
Do you need something?
No, I just want to
Okay, well, go on my YouTube channel, The Lynn Project, and I'm live right now. You can click on it, hit that thumbs up, and please don't stare at me from my peripheral while I'm live. It's so creepy. I'm sorry. I have a live audience right now, and it's creeping me out. Leave, or I'm gonna take your PlayStation and Xbox and your phone.
I'll walk back here.
Hey, what are you gonna do, kids? You can't kill them, you can't eat them. So
yeah, they would probably taste horrible from all of the
GMOs. Eating them. Somebody used to tell me that eating them was against the Geneva Convention. So.
Oh man! All right, so my favorite part about your history and only the favorite part, because this is the part that I know that we've already dove into. I'm sure that there's more, but
there's so much more.
When you worked for correct me, the national parks?
No, I worked for the Tennessee Valley Authority, which is it's actually a federal agency. It was created. It's the last little bit of history here, bore everybody to sleep.
Yay!
It's the last existing New Deal program Roosevelt created during the Depression. 1934, he started working to create the Tennessee Valley Authority to create jobs, for one thing, and then to protect the valley from all the flooding that happened here. It used to be that Chattanooga washed away about once every other year from floods.
That's crazy.
But anyway, they built a lot of dams, which today might be more controversial. But anyway, in that process, they also acquired a lot of public land. And I managed part of that public land. We had managers like myself and others on different reservoirs. TVA now manages about 23 reservoirs, and the one I worked on was the oldest reservoir in the system, and or the first one that TVA actually created. They picked up a couple others from other companies, but so we had quite a bit of land on that.
Yeah.
Created a bunch of parks, and I had 20 or 30,000 acres that I was responsible for, and
34 acres.
34,000.
34,000?
Yeah, we had about 30,000 or thereabouts. I can't remember the exact number now, but because it varied a little bit. But
34.
We gave away 100-something thousand to the state parks. Here's my buddy, by the way. This is my Teddy the Wonder Cat. He's
hi, Teddy's butt. How
Teddy's
are
butt.
you?
Come on, turn around here and show your face if you're going to get up here.
Yeah.
He always knows if I'm online talking because he comes over to visit
and shows his butt. That's like a little cat move.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Samantha Lowe, welcome in. Thank you for coming in to see Teddy's butt.
Yeah, just in time.
Yeah, we love Teddy.
Turn around and show your face.
And if you want to see more of Teddy's butt, Tim goes live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which every other Saturday, Josh and I and Britt are going live. So you can see all of Teddy's butt an hour before, get fully caffeinated, geared up.
About you.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell him.
He's my magic cat because he's got he won't stay still long enough, but in front of his, see his castle on his hand?
Yeah.
He's got Cinderella's castle right there.
He does.
Yeah, dude. You got Cinderella's castle. He says he doesn't like me to show that to everybody. He's embarrassed.
I love it. No, it's so pretty. I saw it for a brief second.
He's quite the character, and as you can see, he's also quite large.
Yes, he is large and in charge.
Yeah, he's about a 20-pounder.
Wow.
He's a big boy.
He's healthy.
Cat. His little sister, they're both out of the same litter. She weighs about 6 pounds or something.
No way.
She's nothing like it. Yeah, it's strange. It's different. Anyway, back to the other part, the interesting stuff, or more interesting stuff than Teddy.
We love Teddy too.
He's so that's what I did for the last about 20 years. I was there longer than 20 years. I worked there as a contractor for the first 3. And of course that didn't really get many. You don't get to acquire years for retirement and stuff when you're a contractor. But so officially I was there just 19, but I
Wow.
got that job out of college, and while I was actually still working on my master's degree,
That's so
and
cool.
they worked with me to get that and helped finish that up, and then I ended up getting a full-time job. So actually, it worked out really good for me because I expected to have to go out west somewhere to find a job, or I wanted to go out west, but my kids were in high school, and I promised them we wouldn't move them around again, and we'd moved a couple or three times. They'd been to about 3 or 4 different schools in
they
a
get
short
that.
period. And I told them we'd stay until they got through high school at least. But then I had a job, so I stayed. It worked out well. I mean, I enjoyed my time with working as a federal employee for the most part.
Okay, so I'm going to have a couple questions about this.
Okay.
My first one is about that job. And I mean, we talked about this like a year ago, but I want to talk about it again. So we're going to do it again. What is your funniest memory on the job of like a funny experience that you can share?
Wow.
Like, I know you have a lot. I know that there are a few.
I have to think about that for a minute.
I know.
I can't tell about some of them.
Well, it's almost 11 o'clock. It's after dark. This is like Nick at Night.
Night.
Like we can say ass and crap in hell. Like we're PG-13. So what is the funniest? I know you had squatters. I know there were some squatter stories, which were crazy.
We did. Those were kind of wild. Some of those were kind of wild. Some were funny. Some I'm guilty of. As I've told you before, I'm kind of an empathetic or sympathetic kind of guy. So when I see somebody down on their luck, it's kind of hard for me to run them off all the time. But sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
And we did. We had a lot of people that would move up. It was funny. We had people that we would see only in the wintertime, for example, because they moved from further north down to where they could find a place to stay on our property, which was federal property. And they would stay there until we caught them or found them. And they were only supposed to stay there 2 weeks at a time. You can stay on our property up to 2 weeks.
Right.
But over the years, we found places in the woods where they'd obviously been there for much longer than that. We found, latrines built and bathrooms built in the woods. We found tables built between trees. We, things like that over time. But you'd have to go in and ask them to move or tell them they've got, I kind of looked at it this way. If I caught somebody, I'd say, you got 2 weeks from today. I don't know how long they'd been there, but I gave them 2 more weeks. I said, you need to move. And then I would tell them where to go to. Right. Which is probably not what I was supposed to do either sometimes.
Yeah.
But
go here and then I'll give you some time. And then
I could say,
you have 2 weeks. Like
move down here for 2 weeks and then move back for 2 weeks. You can move around. So I was kind of bad about that. But I mean, it could be a problem. I mean, there were times when it was a problem.
Right.
And people, I'm probably telling on my own people here, but people from this part of the country can be very kind, very nice, very polite, very proper, but they can also be kind of crude. And, I can remember this.
That's everywhere, Tim. That is not specific to Tennessee.
Well,
let me tell you right now.
Well, wait till I tell you this next part. You might change your tune.
No, I don't think so.
There was these two well, you in Michigan. You've been from Michigan too. So
I've been all around. I got experience.
These families were camped along at the lake, which was not a big deal, but they were camped on this gravel road, which is terrible. I mean, who would want to do that? I mean, you're eating dust all day long, but of course there wasn't that much traffic. Yeah, there wasn't that much traffic. But the bad thing was when you went around the corner, that's where their bathroom was, and you could just see where they'd gone to the bathroom. All over the road. So it's not nice. That's not a good thing. That's why one reason we have to ask them to move, because as you can imagine, that gets to be bad. I actually helped
dig a hole.
Really.
Like it takes a couple scoops. It's like less than Baskin Robbins. Just make a couple scoops and you're good.
Exactly.
Like it's not a big deal. That's camping 101.
Well, that's why we also got into, if you've ever heard of the Leave No Trace program, some other folks and I
I
got.
haven't, but I can imagine what it is.
Well, it's a national thing for people to teach people how to camp properly and clean up after themselves and take care of the area they're using. And so we started pushing that a lot, and that helped some. But we had some areas that got camped in so heavily that
oh no,
I had portable toilets put in and stuff because it was such an issue. But that helped. That helped a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
Of course, you get to see the seedier side of life sometimes when some of these folks. But a lot of these folks just couldn't help. I mean, they were down on their luck. They didn't have anywhere to go, and
right.
I can't condone necessarily totally what they were doing, but I understand why they did it. I mean, they didn't have anywhere else to go, and honestly, most of the time, people like that didn't really trash the area. It was usually other people that came in for a week that would do that.
Right, like the people that were there to party or.
Yeah, we had plenty of those. I'm telling you.
Of course, you did.
We had, and I'll, since this is after hours, I'll tell this as gently as I can. We had a couple of ladies that set up a tent of ill repute for a while out on the lake. So that was sort of interesting. They had lots of items of the trade, let's say, in their tent. That was an interesting change of pace.
Oh no!
Fortunately, that didn't happen a lot, but you never knew about things like that. Yeah, I went out one day and found a car burned on the property. So you got that, run that gamut too. You never really knew. And
that's crazy.
I got involved in a group. I helped start this group of volunteers on the lake that I worked on, and every year they would have cleanups around the lake, and people just don't realize how much. This is my little speech for taking care of public land, but. You don't realize
Earth Day is this
coming up. That's right.
Yeah.
It's this month.
So this is like Earth Day month. So please preach it, Tim. So everyone listen up.
So we cleaned up trash. We picked up trash at least once or twice a year. We actually did that kind of regularly, but this large group of people came together and I worked with and drove. I usually went out and took a barge out that we had, a work barge that we could put a lot of tonnage on. And over the course of several years, we picked up 300 or 400 tons of garbage off my lake, our reservoir, which was actually considered one of the nicest reservoirs in the area. So you just don't believe how much is out there if you really look for it.
And that's just like on such a small scale.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Such a small scale. Like when you start to think about the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
The oceans and everything. That's crazy.
I tried to explain to people that, my reservoir had two major rivers that fed it. There was the Clinch River and the Powell River, both out of Virginia, and they ran about 100 miles before they ever hit the lake or became the lake. So we had trash washing down from Virginia to Tennessee to the lakes and then on down and eventually to the Mississippi River and on into the ocean. So this stuff goes all the way.
That's the
eventually. It might take it a few years, but it gets there. So anyway, that's my little rant for.
Save the earth, recycle.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, let me catch up on a little bit of chat comments really quick. Noelle says Teddy weighs as much as my dog.
Yes, he probably does.
Carol Karki says Tim Saturday streams are wonderful. Yes, Britt. I know what you meant. Yeah. Where did it go? I don't know. Josh is the moon pie. That's all I got out of that. Anyways, which flavor, Jenny? I love moon pie. So quick note, my one fun fact I want to say about moon pies. I grew up on moon pies in Michigan. I don't know what region moon pies are. People know about them, but I had moon pies as a kid. You eat moon pies, right?
I've had plenty of moon pies in my life. I haven't had one lately, but yes. So I've even been to the home of the moon pie. So that's supposed to be Bell Buckle, Tennessee. It's supposed to be the home of the moon pie.
I would have thought I would be.
There you go. There's a little trivia thing you didn't know was coming.
Okay, that's where it is, folks. Not the moon. Moon pies are not from the moon.
They're from Chattanooga now, but Bell Buckle claims that's where they started, Josh. I've been there. I've seen their signs. I don't know whether it's true, but they don't want to say it's true.
So
It is a Tennessee delicacy. You got to have that in the RC cola. That's what I
RC
grew up.
cola
Everybody said you have to have a moon pie and an RC cola. That was
together.
which I don't even know if that exists anymore. RC colas.
I don't know if it does.
Royal Crown. I don't know if it does or not.
But you gotta nuke the moon pie for like, I think there was a sweet spot. It was like between 15 and 20 seconds.
Yeah, if you go much more than this, it's gonna be mush.
Yeah, it like just enough to make the marshmallows start to fluff and then deflate by the time you eat it.
That's technical terms there.
Yeah.
Fluffing.
It was right between 15 and 20 seconds as a sweet spot for microwaving the moon pies. It depends on what size the moon pie is. So please go forward with caution and start low and work your way up. Oh, that's so great. I love that everybody knows what moon pies are.
Yeah, Jenny knows. JLB Nerdy's got it. That have Bell Buckle, Tennessee has the Moon Pie Festival. They do. I mean, we got to do something.
Moon Pie Festival?
Oh yeah, well, you got to have festivals for everything in Tennessee. I mean, you got to have something to bring people in for the tourist trade. You know, that's about the only thing we got around here.
There's a garlic festival down here, which I'm all about. I haven't
garlic.
Yeah.
Huh. There's one of those in California too. I know Gilroy out California's got a big garlic fest. Somebody said it's still around, so I'm not sure what they're talking. That's Blue Nose. I guess he means the Moon Pie Fest. So, anyway,
RC Cola. I think he's
RC Cola. Oh, maybe it is still around. I just haven't seen one lately.
Donna said I've seen RC Cola, but it's hard to find.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Said, yes, sir, it does. So there is. It still exists. So we can still, Jenny.
We can still do that.
Yeah. We're gonna have some moon pies and RC Cola. We're gonna vlog it too. Even if it's short, we're gonna have some RC Cola moon pies.
Yeah, that'll be a deal.
Dip the moon pie in RC Cola.
I don't know about that. We can try it. We can try it. I just always washed it down with RC.
The world is our oyster, Tim.
Okay. So did you grow up any place where they put peanuts in your Coke?
Wait, what?
Peanuts in your Coke. Now, some of these people are from Tennessee. I know they've seen that before.
No.
When I grew up, that was the thing. People would go to the store and you'd stand out front and you'd buy a Coke or whatever, but everything was a Coke back then, you know. But buy a Coke and you'd take a bag of peanuts and you'd pour about half of them in your Coke and drink the Coke.
No, I've never heard of that.
Come on, somebody's Gilroy Festival. This is
not.
Somebody back me up there.
No. This is not a thing.
Oh, no. Thing? Well, it used to be a thing. It might be a thing that's gone by the way, but
why?
Peanuts, they're triple pieces, peanuts and Coke, 110%.
Why?
I don't know, because everybody did it.
Wait, well, what did it do? Like the salt made it fizz out?
I think so. I think it probably had something to do with the salt.
Are they skinless peanuts or?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, the only ones I ever did it were skinless peanuts, not Spanish peanuts. I don't think that'd be very good.
No, I don't think peanuts.
Donna's heard of it too.
Coke would be good either. Like skin or not, I think that's gross.
Well, you just have to try it and see. I mean, it wasn't something I did every time I got a Coke, but I have done it. I must confess. I'm guilty.
D. Wilson, welcome in. Oh, it's very much a thing. He confirms. Don't knock it till you try. Okay, I don't believe that you guys do this. I don't believe that it's like a common practice that you have done multiple times in your life. Like,
I have done it multiple times.
Drop peanuts in a can of Coca-Cola and then drink it.
Yeah, well, not a can. That's back when we used to get everything in a bottle. That's when I did it. When I grew up, walking to the store, walking to the country store, the closest one, it was a big deal anyway.
Right.
If you had 10 cents for a Coke and another nickel for a bag of peanuts, you mixed them together. I don't know who started it. I don't know where it came from, but I grew up seeing people do it, so I did it.
So
now I haven't done that in a long, long time, mind you, but
I have a question.
Okay.
So what happens when you get to the end of it and then you have soggy Coke marinated peanuts that you're going to either choke on or chewy saturated peanuts? Like, do you do that? Like, what's the end game in this?
Just off something Josh put in. Well, I think I remember kind of eating mine. They float. They will float. So you kind of get them as you go down the Coke
So
bottle.
you're just supposed to swallow them, like you're not
No,
supposed to chew.
No, I chewed them up. I didn't just swallow them. I mean, come on, can't you swallow and chew it? I mean, it's the same.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, what's the like? Are you supposed to chew it? Is it?
Josh just said there's two types of Tennesseans: country Tennesseans and the other kind, or there's Tennesseans and then country Tennesseans. And I guess I'm a country Tennessean. I grew up chewing tobacco. I mean, just about everybody I knew did.
Right.
So
Yeah.
and you learned real quick, see how to chew tobacco and drink at the same time.
Okay.
I actually knew people that could eat at the same time.
Wow, that's a skill set, right?
That's a skill set. That is a skill set, and I didn't really do that, but
salute you.
So drinking Coke and catching the peanuts in your mouth to chew up really wasn't such a big deal, We had a coordinated mouth thing going on from a young age.
You heard it here first, folks. That is a coordinated mouth thing that the Tennesseans got going. And
country Tennesseans, anyway.
Yeah, drinking Coke and chewing peanuts at the same time.
Yeah, see, Josh says you eat them together, so.
Yeah, that's what he said. I will never know. I don't think I'll ever understand.
Well, you need to try it at least once. I mean,
I don't think I do.
I don't know if it'd be as good with Diet Coke, but we didn't have Diet Coke back then.
Yeah,
we had the little real 7-ounce bottles. So,
all right, I'm gonna put some Planters peanuts in my 20-ounce bottle of Coke Zero this weekend, and I'm gonna see how it works out.
Go for it. I mean, you can only do is not like it. I mean, it's not going to kill you if you don't choke.
I don't think I'll choke. I think I'm like established enough as an adult that like I can feel it coming on and know when, like it's time to chew more. So
Donna says it's like multitasking. She's probably right. So you'd probably be good at that. I mean, women are usually better multitaskers.
I'm really good at multitasking.
Since you're a bartender, I'm sure you can multitask with the best.
Do all the things. I got 2 kids. I'm a great multitasker.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right? 2 kids qualifies you as a multitasker. I raised 2 kids at the same time. What better qualifications do you need than that? Right?
Well, what? Say that I was reading something somebody put in the chat. What?
I said I am the best multitasker.
Oh.
I have 2 kids. What better qualifications is that than raising 2 kids at the same time?
Especially 2 boys.
Well, there's something else.
Well, Elena said they thought that was a choking hazard. It probably was. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
I never saw anybody choke on it though. I mean, all my years of sitting around the front of the
only the city Tennesseans choked on
that could have been it. Yeah,
not
that might have been the problem.
Yeah,
that could have been it. I grew up when I was younger, and my mom grew up really in the country. I mean, in the holler, so to speak. And there was a little bitty country store, what she used to call the Jot 'em Down store. And,
what?
And Jot 'em Down, JOTEM down. They would jot down what you bought, and when you got money, you'd pay for it. And they called it the Jot 'em Down store.
Oh man,
I swear.
Great.
And we would either walk down there or ride pony. They had ponies, so we would ride ponies down there, and we'd sit on there.
Jot 'em down. That sounds like a classic country song right there. Like,
yeah, well, it could be. I think 100%. I need to write that down. Jot 'em Down store.
You better jot it down.
Yeah, somebody here will think of it.
Oh,
and beat me to it.
Stacey said, Lynn, technically you have 3 kids. Do not forget Mr. Project. 100%. All of them. Oh my goodness.
That's right, Triple P. You got to check your trot line earlier. Somebody else will get it.
Cheers, Stacy. I take after Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. What does that mean?
Well, I missed that.
I did too. Hold on. I'm sorry. I missed that. I'm having so many flashbacks to what I've seen on Andy Griffith and Petticoat Junction. This is Dunny.
Well, that wasn't so far-fetched from where I grew up. We thought that was just down the road or something. We didn't realize that was made up TV
To
stuff.
shut them down. Oh man, that's so great. I love this. This is
I'm not ashamed of growing up that way. I mean, it
you
was good for
shouldn't
me.
be. That's wholesome. That is pure and awesome. And that is just one more thing. Like, folks, one second. Tim, you're not listening right now. You guys we have only scratched the surface of how awesome Tim is and everything that he has to share with the world.
It's 11 o'clock.
I know.
Oh, man.
I know an hour has passed by.
I haven't got to expel any wisdom.
We didn't even talk about snakes or spiders, Tim.
We didn't. And we can't stay too long because Dean's going to be on, and he wouldn't appreciate that.
Yeah. We got Dean going live on Instagram.
Well, I will talk about snakes and spiders if anybody wants to.
We will. Tim, I definitely want to have you back on in the future, in like another month or two. We will reconvene and we will direct everyone weeks ahead of time. Like, do your research, go watch the very first Coffee and Contemplation, go and watch, this episode so that you can get all caught up on everything, so that we can just kind of like skip past all of that stuff and then talk about more of the fun stuff that you need to share with us. Because I know that there's like Tim's brain is like this file cabinet of, it's like Monsters Inc. like raws going up and down, like or a door or that, any of them.
Yeah, you gotta be careful which one you open though.
Yeah. Very true. But so much fun. Tim, I look forward to doing this again. Yes, we can have you on as a guest on Coffee and Contemplation. Absolutely, for sure, with me and Josh, because
anytime.
Josh hasn't. Have you been live with Josh yet?
No, not with Josh. He hadn't had a shot at me yet. So,
boom, Josh! I got him twice. Boop, boop, boop.
Anytime. I will gladly come on anytime with you guys. You guys help me get started. You especially helped me. I mean, when I asked to kind of fill in for you guys while you were taking a break this winter or whenever it was, you said you gladly welcomed me in, and I got my coffee show started. So I owe you a great debt. So, and you had me on the first time, and that helped me break the ice and get out here.
Don't owe me anything. You are absolutely amazing, and you stand alone as a pillar by yourself. Like, you need to know that you just exude all of this knowledge and just awesomeness. You have a great personality. You care for others. You genuinely care for others, and you have so many stories. I want to know all your stories. Like, in the next couple years, I want to get to know all of these stories because I know you're holding back, my friend. And
I can fill up a couple of years.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah,
I've done a lot in my life. Some good, some bad, mostly good. But
no, we're gonna chip away at that because you're a lot of fun and you have so much to share with this world that I think people don't know yet. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to share with everyone else what I already know is that you're awesome. You're amazing.
Well, I appreciate that, Glenn.
You're a lot of fun. No, you're so much fun.
Well, it does mean a lot to me for you to say that, though. And you have to understand that I'm honored that you feel that way. So,
wow.
I am what you see. I'm not. I don't make it up. This is me.
You guys hear this?
I'm just as natural as I am. So I'm a country boy, but I've got some sophisticated roots in there somewhere. I went to college. I learned things. So I drink coffee and
you have a master. Oh wait, bachelor's?
I have a master. No, I have both. I have a master's degree.
You got more than I do. I'm a professional bartender.
Well, and I got that. That sounds braggadocious, and I don't mean to be, but I got all that after I was 40. So Well, isn't that a word? I thought it was. Well, it's a country word. If it's not a real word,
It's
it's
a word
not a word I
now.
know. Well, I got my master's after I was 40, so I felt like I went back to. I'll finish this up and I'll stop. I know we're late, but I went back to school when I was 36. The kids and the
That's how old
other
I
people in
am.
class with me was half my age. Hey, buddy.
Teddy. It's
And
okay,
most.
Teddy.
Did you hear him?
Yeah.
He's pitiful, and
He said me.
yeah, exactly. Most of those folks were kids to me. They were half my age, and it was amazing to see to get that experience, actually, to
Right.
understand where they were trying to come from, and the ones that were serious about school and the ones that weren't.
Yeah.
And I think I did well in college because I was 36. I'd already passed that.
You're done. You're over it. I
I'd
have way more
done all that.
wisdom.
Yeah, I'd already done that partying thing. I'd left home years before, and I didn't have to prove anything. I didn't have to, be on the football team or do anything like that.
Right. I have no one to impress, but other than make
Nobody to
myself
impress
happy.
myself. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here and say bye. Come here.
Teddy's butt just coming in hot. Past Older Pair, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Mike and Val say, thank you, Lynn and Tim, for an awesome stream. Thursday nights check in with our Lynn is our favorite show on cable. Almost cable. We're almost there. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and Tim and Teddy. That is so great. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate everybody showing up and putting up with my.
Don't say that. Don't say putting up. We want more. We want more. We want more. No,
Carol, Teddy has a real face. He just doesn't like to show it.
He's a magical Teddy.
Teddy has a special story. I'll have to tell that sometime too. I found him and he was nearly frozen to death. Believe it or not, this 20-pound cat fit into this pocket.
Aww.
When I first found him, he was so tiny.
All right, well, it's settled.
He won't fit in the pocket now. I'm telling you, I'd have
He's
to have.
He's not fitting in any pockets other than the Jolly Green Giant. That's about the only pocket he'll fit in.
All right, you need to give Mike Wheeler a wheelchair.
I was just gonna say I got to do a chair spin for Mike Wheeler, and we got to wrap this up because Dean is going live in about 10 minutes. But I just want to say thank you guys so much. Hold on. All right. Let me chair spin before I do this because I'm getting serious. Hold on. I got to Mulan tuck it again. Skirt's
going. It makes it faster.
It's gonna make me fast. I'm gonna go counterclockwise because I gotta practice. So it's not gonna be as fast as. But
yeah, that's tricky.
Ready, set, go.
Go.
Whee! Oh.
Whoa! You traveled on that when you went backwards.
Yeah. I got some speed on that. That was good, Mike. That's for you. Love you, my friend. Sending prayers. Love you.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you showing up.
Space Mountain Dave Trail. Thank you so much. Chair spins for all you guys. Stacy Rogers.
What is that? A hippo chair?
Oh, I'm like, what is that brown thing next to the chair? I'm one eye like trying to. It's just brown on brown on brown. I see it now. Hippo chair spin. Stacy. I love it. That's good. That's good.
Excellent. Okay, well, I'll shut up. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lynn. Anytime. I look forward to this. You don't know how much. And it was, I told my wife earlier, like I said, I had water therapy today, so I was tired. I came home and took a nap. I said, do not let me sleep late.
Do not let me oversleep.
Do not let me oversleep, because if I miss Lynn's thing, I'll die.
No, it was.
I just have to commit a Harry Carey or something. I didn't want to do that.
I appreciate you so much for coming on as a guest. I look forward to sharing more, because this 1 hour is not enough to as much as I've gotten to know you over a year. We've been friends for longer than that, but as much as we've talked and everything I know about you, you have so much to share with the community. And if I can be that vessel that helps people funnel in to get to know you a little bit better, and spending Saturday mornings with you after they spend Thursday nights with us, and just to get to know you a little bit better, and everything that you have to share, because it's awesome. Your love of coffee, your background, we haven't even scratched the surface tonight. In 1 hour, we haven't even scratched the surface of all the things that you have to share. So we're gonna definitely have you back on as a guest. We're gonna have you on Coffee and Contemplation, because you have the death wish. I'm gonna die if I drink coffee. Yes, your
That's
bandana.
what this bandana is from. It's
I need that. I need that coffee. I want to try it because I feel challenged. I feel like it's challenging me.
But
yeah,
it's really good. I mean, it's not. My wife says I get kind of hyped up on it, but I mean, so it may have a lot of caffeine in it, but it's really tasty if you do it right.
We should all get a little hype sometimes, right?
That's right. Everybody needs a little caffeine buzz once in a while.
Exactly. Sometimes the jitters are a good thing. Just make you know you're alive. Your heart beats a little bit faster. You get a little worried, and then you get back to normal.
That's right. I always stop when my heartbeat gets over 150 or so. I figure that's enough.
Reel it back in.
I've drank so much coffee in my life that it takes a lot more than that to really get me going.
Same. Exactly. Well, if you guys don't know Tim, if you enjoyed hanging out with him, please, I did not link him in the description yet, but I will for those on the replay. I am going to put his link to his YouTube channel, his Instagram, in the description down below. If my mods could find a link to send to the chat for Tim's channel, I would love for you to go and hang out with him this Saturday. He'll be going live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then immediately following that at 11 a.m., Josh and Britt and I will be going live for Coffee and Contemplation, and Tim is going to get everyone warmed up for us. So, it's like the pregame. It's like the pregame. Yeah, Coffee and Contemplation pregame, and I'm so excited about it. I love it. I love what you're doing with that. I think it's so much fun. I love when I am awake and I can make it in there. I'm happy every single time that I am in there. But yeah, Tim is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing yourself with us, sharing your time. And I look forward to hanging out with you more. Thank you guys.
Me too. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
good to see you all.
Thank you so much, everyone in chat, for hanging out with us and showing support. And members of my channel, I appreciate you guys so much, my shining stars. You are the light of my life, and I appreciate all your extra support. And everyone in chat every Thursday, those on the replay, hashtag team replay. I love it. I appreciate all the comments, and you guys don't go unnoticed. And I love it. And I look forward to every single Thursday, because Thursday is my favorite day of the week. And I will not have a day off until we reconvene next Thursday here for Checking In with the Lynn Project.
Be careful. Don't work too hard.
Well, I don't. I love you guys. Make sure you have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, every day is a countdown to Disney.
Bye-bye. Thanks, everybody. See you later.